this is Lori Ellington with poly-coach.com. That's poly-coach.com. In my previous video, I talked about a little bit about felt sense, a little bit about nervous system regulation. Those are great bodies of work to tap into. A couple modalities you can look into are somatic experiencing, traumahealing.org, and you also can look into anything around the vagus nerve. Anything around nervous system regulation. Those are buzzwords right now. There's a lot of research and a lot of books out there, so highly recommend that you check that out. What do I want to share now? Some of the things that I'm aware of and some of the things that I've sort of been tracking ever since I've started my coaching business about 10 years ago now is how like my personal life will attract the clients that I work with professionally, and how sometimes my personal life and my personal relationships are like, they're really good material for things that I've either worked on with clients over the years or things that I know would be really helpful to share with clients. And, you know, I know this is written in my website, but I'll also be doing some more, I'll be revamping my website. I work with, open relations, singles and couples and groups, any kind of relationship, open relationship, polyamory, ethical non-monogamy, monogamy, singles, just getting out there dating. It doesn't matter to me, the label. Like, I'm not here to convince people that they should be poly or they should practice some sort of lifestyle. It's more about what's true for you. And when I work with couples, I'm actually engaging in that inquiry all the time. It's like, okay, I have a couple that comes to me. What's working? What's alive for you? What's alive for you? Okay, great. We do some process work around what's alive in each of them. And then where are the bridges of connection? Where are the bridges of communication? How can we meet? And then once we meet, how can we cross over to understand someone else's reality and someone else's desires and things like that. So that's my intro for this video. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was how exciting it is for me right now personally to be 10 years into like practicing ethical non-monogamy, and how much easier it seems to be for me. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey, because when I started this in 2014, actually, I think it was more like in 2012, with my then partner, we were friends for many years, and then, we came together. Long story short, we were in a relationship that was an open relationship for 7.5 to 8 years. And I kind of think we went through the chakra system. It's like every year was a like exploration of like a chakra that was moving through us, both personally and interpersonally, and then like in our relationships outside. And so really, like, we went on quite a journey together, and I learned a lot. And it was that relationship that really set me on my path to help people, because I realized, like, wow, this is a really complicated way of choosing to be in a relationship. And there's not many people out there that have help in navigating some of this stuff. And so, that's why I do what I do. And so, as I was starting out on this journey, a lot was getting activated in me, like a lot. And it took me many different, on many different paths, many different modalities of sort of figuring out, like, what's wrong with me? How come I can't do this? Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, there were so many different flavors of experience that were coming up, and some of them were pleasant and some of them were unpleasant. And so, like, that relationship took its, course, and we ended that relationship in 2019. And it was a very conscious uncoupling, which was beautiful. It's another, resource, conscious uncoupling. It's a book. You can Google it. And he and I are currently like really close. Like we're very close friends. We're not lovers. We're not engaged in each other's lives in the way that we used to, but he's one of my best friends. And so it feels really great to have gone on a journey with someone and maintained a level of connection, throughout the transition, and then also evolving into who we are now. So really grateful for that. Then 2020 came along and I was in an exclusive relationship with someone that lasted for about 3 years. And in that time, my nervous system got to really reset. It's like, oh, like this is what it's like to feel secure. Like, oh God, this feels so good. And I think being in the bubble of 2020 with another person was really wonderful and helped something in me relax. So that felt really good. And then as the world started opening up again, I became aware of how that relationship was not in full alignment of what it is that I needed and wanted. And it wasn't that the exclusivity didn't work. It wasn't about the label we were in. It was more like something in me was feeling misaligned with something in him. And I tracked it for a while and realized like this is not working for me. So I was able to end that relationship. And then I took about a year because I ended that in May of 2023. And so I took about a year of like, I'm just not interested. I don't want to date anyone. Like it's too confusing. Like there's just so much like I gotta clear out my whole energetic field to be able to experience what it is that I want to experience next, what it is I want to welcome next. And so I did that. I gave myself permission to just not seek. I gotta let my dog out right now. To not chase, to just be in the process of, you know what, like I'm gonna choose to put all of my attention into this, into my body, into what it is that I want. And anything outside of that is an option, but like I'm just not going to put a lot of attention to it. So in the course of that year and a half, I got deep into plant medicine and some psychedelics, and that's a separate conversation if anybody wants to talk with me about that, but really like took some really solid journeys to help clear out stuff in my system that I think was holding me back. And so fast forward till more recently, I'd say maybe like a month or two ago, like I was feeling in my body like, like I think I might be ready. I wonder what that looks like. God, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little excited. Who am I in this body? And so I started, I got on Field, one of the dating apps, and started seeing all of these people. And I've also been deep into BDSM and deep into separate conversation. If you're interested in learning more about what I'm learning about BDSM, separate conversation, it's amazing. And then ISTA, which is International School of Temple Arts, and really like diving into Tantra, diving into bodywork, just diving into all of these different modalities that are really like resonating with me and being like, wow, this is amazing. And then now being in this place of like, okay, like I know eroticism, I can be erotic in my experience and share that energy with other people, but like, do I want to take it beyond energy? Like, do I want to bring it into the physical? I don't know, So anyway, recently I've started to explore that. And as a person who doesn't like labels, I like to say that I'm dating, and I'm, some people might think that I'm leaning towards like solo polyamory, but I'm just sort of seeing what's out there in a very awake and open way without attaching anything, like a lot of attaching to an equation that if I meet this person, then this means this, this, and this. It's more like, oh yeah, I'm meeting this person and wow, who am I in this relating with you? And that's felt really good. And so then there's as I'm meeting people, I'm finding that a lot of the people that I'm meeting are already in some sort of relationship and they're practicing ethical non-monogamy. And it's been really, really cool to uh, be in a place where, having gone through my own journey of like 10 plus years of like my own journey, to now have arrived at, wow, like I think I really get it. I think I viscerally understand it. I think my body and my nervous system can be on board with practicing ethical non-monogamy, with practicing and like trusting that I have myself, and trusting that in choosing people that are aligned with me, who have themselves too and are acting in integrity too with their partners, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, like now we can have a conversation. And so I think it's really important, as you are journeying on your as you're exploring what this lifestyle is, what this relationship is and can be for you, to pay attention to things that are, at least like, to know your values, and to like lean into those values of like, okay, wow, like what's important to me, and like what's out there that aligns with me. And then as you begin to approach those connections, ooh, do they still align? Are they clean? Is it like a clean exchange, or is there some shadowy stuff happening? Of course, all of these are deeper conversations and things that I can certainly unpack with you in a coaching session. But because this is a video, it's more of a meta like exploration or explanation. So it's been really interesting to be in this new inquiry of like, wow, like what's alive in me? And like, okay, got it. And like, who is out there, but I don't want to chase it. But how can I position myself in a way that maybe makes me a little more visible and natural and feels aligned and pleasurable to me? And then it's like, okay, well, who's coming into my field? And then I have this kind of like psychic, I don't know, energetic background check that goes through. It's like, all right, like, are they being transparent? Do they seem real? Are they genuine? Is there integrity? Do they have a partner? What's their relationship with their partner? What is my role in that dynamic? And it's just been really interesting. So a long video to sort of give you an idea of my journey, of what it's like to have gone from the initial stages in 2012 of, whoa, like I'm in an open relationship and there's so much possible here and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to like navigating a lot of different terrain, starting a coaching business to help people and myself, and then to actually like be in the process of like saying goodbye to some of these relationships in service to following my truth of what it is that I'm wanting to bring into my life now. And at this point in my life, sure, like I can do poly, I can do ethical non-monogamy, I can do monogamy, like I think I can do all of them. And what is fueling that statement is that because I think I can do me. Like I think I know me enough to check in with what's going to work for me with whoever I'm engaging with. And I think it's really important to know that choice is our superpower and we can always choose again. So if you're choosing monogamy for a period of time, then be in the choice of monogamy. If you're choosing polyamory or ethical non-monogamy or open relating or swinging for a period of time, then be in the choosing of that, and be in the integrity of your choice, and be in the clarity of your communication with whoever you're engaging with, so that in engaging with those people, you are transparent, you are clean, you are clear, you are like as in the light as you possibly can be, so that anyone you're engaging with, has choice as to how they want to engage with you. So when I'm in relationship, or when I'm relating with people now that are potential, romantic partners, or potential long-term, like, I don't even know, but are like, there's something there, and I'm like, I want to explore more, then I'm like, okay, like, who is in this space? Like, sure, it's me and you, but like, who else? Like, who's in the periphery? And getting to know what that is, attuning to a bigger, what one of my friends says, ecosystem, to see like, okay, like like just being aware of that, and then starting to have conversations and connections around those variables, around those I don't know the right word is, around who's in the ecosystem. It's a lot of information. I want to stop there. I will do another video because there's more things I want to unpack, but just know that I'm available to coach and work with anyone who's interested in anything that I've talked about thus far, because there's so many things that are available when we have an opportunity to really start using inquiry as a way to uncover what's alive and where we want to go. So Lori Ellington, poly-coach.com. That's poly-coach.com. I work with individuals and couples in all kinds of relationships. I market to open relationships and polyamory because it's a niche that definitely needs support. And like, I'm a big fan of choice. So I'm not here to convince anyone or to convert anyone. I'm here to be an ally in wherever you are in your journey. And sometimes that journey is in, celibacy, and that's okay too. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.